Good morning, friends. Welcome to Take Two for this Thursday, the 15th of August. I'm in April. August 2019. We're halfway through the month already. Can you believe it? Well, I am Jeannie, and I am so glad you decided to come along for the ride this morning. Well, I'd like to talk to you about something that my husband and I like to do. Call it silly if you will, but one thing we really take a lot of pleasure in is dressing alike. Oh, come on. I know you think, what? What? Well, the fact of the matter is that we have a lot of clothes that overlap each other. For example, we both have shirts that are this color, this turquoisey color. The style might not be exactly the same, but we have a couple of shirts that are both that color. Red, I wear a lot of red, as you well know. If you watch my program, you know I wear a lot of red, and I have red shirts, and he has some really nice red t-shirts. But even when we go places together, like if we buy something souvenir, for example, like this Bahamas shirt, you know, when we were in the Bahamas, sometimes we'll get matching shirts like this, you know, and like button-downs, and we'll get matching shirts, and sometimes like we'll get off the ship dressed alike kind of thing. I know it's kind of silly, but we really enjoy doing that. I think it's very important to have something you can relate to that way. Think about twins that dress alike. I knew some identical twins when I was growing up in my school. Actually, there were a couple of sets of identical twins, but I remember that they always wanted to dress alike. Now, these two sets of twins, they were both sets of girl twins, identical. And when I was growing up, there was the Picardi twins and the Smith twins. And these girls both looked absolutely, you couldn't tell them apart unless you really, really knew them. And it was funny because I remember them from kindergarten all the way up to senior year of high school. We all went to school together. We lived in the same neighborhood. And the girls used to dress like twins. They would dress exactly alike every day, by choice, because they said that they just made them feel more connected to one another. Now, I'm sure as they grew up and got married and went off and did their own thing and went in the business world, whatever they chose to do, I know that they probably got away from that. But they said even as young adults, they never skipped an opportunity to dress alike. And the Smith twins, they were especially close. They even went in the same career path together, which is very interesting. You know, everybody wants something to relate to like that. Think about celebrities that might have a fashion trend that they start, like maybe a hairdo, you know, like when the Beatles first came to America and the young men, they went from us looking at singing groups where young men had short hair like the Four Freshmen and groups like that, and suddenly the Beatles were these mop tops, and before you know it, young men were not cutting their hair. They wanted to relate to somebody like that and dress alike, look alike. Think about how fashions will start where there's different celebrities or famous or high profile people will wear certain outfits. Before you know it, they're all like that. Even like I was saying about the haircut, that was called the Beatle cut because people could relate to the Beatles that way. Or wearing certain clothing that'll say, oh, that is the so-and-so shirt or the so-and-so shoes. Or celebrity athletes that have certain shoes that they promote or that they wear, and others want to wear the Michael Jordans or something like that. Do you see what I'm saying? I just think it's fun. Michael and I, obviously, everything in our clothing closet is not identical. Clearly, he doesn't own anything that looks like this. But when we do have an opportunity to dress alike, it always brings comments. People will say, oh, aren't you two so cute? You know, recently we took that trip to California to see Michael's mom, and we both wore red shirts and white pants to travel. And everywhere we stopped, if we stopped for coffee in the airport, or if we were getting our baggage, or at the car rental place, people went, oh, look at you two, you're just alike. How cute. Did you do that on purpose? Yes, we did it on purpose because we think it's just kind of fun. But one thing that we really like to do when we get dressed in the morning, if you will, one thing that's more important than both wearing the same shirt, and that is both of us getting dressed by putting on a good attitude, putting on what the Bible calls the full armor of God, making sure that we're prayed up to get through another day, especially when you have a busy day and big projects ahead of you. That's what you want to do. More important, what you wear, well, of course, being comfortable and wearing a nice shirt or nice comfortable pants or good sensible shoes, of course that's important. But more important than any of those things is making sure what you put on the inside. So when you get up, if you just starting your day or tomorrow morning when you get up, you stop and think, or before you're getting ready for a project, before you think about what goes on the outside of you, what you're putting on, think about what you're putting on the inside, because that will set the tone and that will tell you which way your life is going to go that day and which way your day is going to go, period. Now, go out there and be a blessing to somebody today. You may end up being the only one who is. Help them to put on a good attitude, a good face, have joy in their lives. You go there and you tell them how you do it and say a prayer with them, encourage them, and bless them, okay? Because they may need you to help them along in that task. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Jeanne Sigler, Jeanne-Sigler. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Give me a little thumbs up, will ya? I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget that we're going to be having new YouTube programming coming your way very, very soon. And I'll be telling you about that more next month. But I'll give you a few hints between now and then. All right, you all be blessed now. I love you very much. And tomorrow is Friday, so it's time for another Unsung Hero of the Week. So make sure you tune in and tell a friend. I love you all very much. Mwah! I'll see ya tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.